more sports car racing, this time from the Vodacom Isondo Sports 2000 series, South Africa's official development category, and round 5 at Zwareskops. After the first 4 rounds, some clear favourites have emerged, but as always, anything can happen at a challenging circuit such as the Big Z.
Well, Kern, you are leading the championship, but not the best to qualify.
Yes, actually it's not the best place to be in. We've had some problems with the car setup, and hopefully we can solve that problem before the first heat.
What are you going to have to do to get past some of these quicker guys out there?
I'm going to have to dig deep, try my best, go all out for it, I suppose.
Indeed, he's got some hard work to do. Kern Francis starting in 8th position, but pole position goes to Devon Munsami. He just loves the Zwareskops circuit. Once again in pole position ahead of Zenzi Mafekwani.
Well, Devon spoke to you before at Zwareskops. You like this circuit, obviously.
Yeah, it's a nice circuit, nice tight circuit. The car's going well here, and just hope and see what we can do here.
Now, the fastest lap you put in this morning has also given you fastest lap for the second race as well. Must be delighted to be starting both races from pole.
Yeah, it is. You've got a clear track in front of you, and like I said, we just have to see what happens.
Well, what happened was at the start, Devon Munsami has a great start with Zenzi Mafekwani slotting in behind him. Very much the same as the starting order at the moment. Mona Idas in third, Zakele Zunele in fourth, and it's Ujil Mongahung in fifth position as they go through the hairpin for the first time. And Zenzi Mafekwani is pushing race leader Devon Munsami very, very hard in these early stages of the race. These cars look much slower, of course, than those fast 3.5-litre Nissan Sports, Vodacom Sports prototype cars, but they are just as spectacular as Zenzi Mafekwani goes wide, and that allows Mona Idas to go. They just cuts into the inside of the track across the bows of Zakele Zunele. Here they come up onto, and somebody goes off in the background. Let's see if we can pick that one up. But they're on the tabletop for the first time, and now Devon Munsami has been able to open up a bit of a gap as Zakele Zunele goes a little bit wide, but he keeps the car quite well under control. Here they go down the hill now into the final left-hander, very tricky left-hander, and you can get it wrong so easily. You brake just that fraction to that. You can see some of the cars getting very unstable under braking already. So the top 4 breaking away, it is Devon Munsami from Mona Idas, then Zenzi Mafekwani and Zakele Zunele. And in the background, up into 5th position is Kern Francis, championship leader. We'll probably see more of him as this race progresses. So it must have been Ujil Mongahung who went off earlier on in that first lap on the very fast right-handed sweep. So the top 4 now clearly breaking away as Devon Munsami opens a bit of a gap over Mona Idas. And Zenzi Mafekwani under some pressure from Zakele Zunele. And there is number 7, Kern Francis. But it's great to see him up into 5th position already. He started in 8th, as we said. So he's made up at least those 3 positions. And one of them thanks to a spin by one of the drivers. So Kern Francis needs to get to the front because he cannot afford to give away too many points to that man there in the Vodacom colours. Oh, and that is Mona Apollos. Mona Apollos, who was involved in the midfield battle, spins around at Haviland Corner. And it's not a great place to do that. And there's another problem also for Lindy Tlamini, the only lady racer in this race. Lap 5, we've reached the halfway mark, and it is Devon Munsami and Mona Idas still battling it out for the lead. And this gap has been concertinaing as this race has progressed, but at the moment it's quite clear that Devon Munsami has this one completely under control. There he is, as Mona Idas tries to chase him down. Oh, and that is a big crash. That is into turn 1, it seems, and it looks like Chakane Mofokeng, some serious damage to that car, and a problem for Zenzi Mafekwani. Zenzi Mafekwani, who loses it, and he is absolutely furious with himself, I suppose. Can you blame yourself in a situation like that? And he wants to. How did he get out of that so quickly? And he wants to push that car out, and he cannot believe that he can't get the car out of that sand trap, as number 11 also spins around. That's Asha Ngwabo. And, well, that is a dangerous situation. That car needs to be taken away as soon as possible. Here comes Ujil Mongahung, who spun earlier on, being chased down by race leader Devon Munsami. Mona Idas still holding on to that second position. They have now opened up a bit of a gap of about 8 seconds over the third place man, Zakele Zunele. Kern Francis has moved up into fourth position. Now they're coming up to put Yujil Mongol down one lap, and he needs to move away. Well, he's sticking to the racing line. He has been shown the blue flag, and Yujil, you must take note of that blue flag. You could be disqualified. And race leader Devon Munsami is absolutely furious with that situation, as he cannot get past. And all of this means, of course, that Mona Idas will be able to close that gap. All the hard work that Devon Munsami has put in is now being put into jeopardy by the back marker Yujil Mong, and still he doesn't give way. Hard on the brakes as he tries to stay on the racing line, but obviously Devon Munsami and Mona Idas are just so much faster than him. I'm sure some choice words being said there as Devon Munsami does get past, and now surely Yujil Mongo will make way for Mona Idas. Number 21 going through is Arshad Musa, and number 10 in 7th position is Mona Apollos after that early spin in the race. So as this race comes towards its end, Devon Munsami is waiting to take the checkered flag for the first time on the day, ahead of Mona Idas, and just more than 1 second between the two of them as they cross the line. So despite the troubles with the back markers, Devon Munsami is very happy. As we confirm those results for you, Zakele Zunele completes the podium. Kern Francis ends in 4th position ahead of Teresa Motahong and Arshad Musa. Race 2 of round 5 of the Isondo Sports 2000 Championship, and again Devon Munsami from pole position is being pushed very hard as they're going to turn 1 for the first time, and now 3 abreast into the hairpin. This will not do. A lot of bumping and barging going on there. Mona Idas is involved there. Somebody goes wide. It looks like Mona Apollos. Lots of dust and lots of body damage, I would assume, after that. Drivers are inventing all kinds of lines. Here comes Mona Apollos, and he has taken the lead ahead of Devon Munsami, who is fortunate to get away with minor damage to his car. There's Kern Francis in the shell colors, and now we are in for a great battle, I'm sure, as Devon Munsami now gets the legs and just outbreaks Mona Apollos. So does Mona Idas. Here comes the Telkom car in 3rd position. That's Zakele Zunele, who's trying to get down the inside of Mona Apollos. I don't think, no, he has not indeed. So Mona Apollos holds on to that 3rd position, and Zakele Zunele is right there. Kern Francis is in 5th place, and Zenzi Mafukwane comes down the inside of Kern Francis. So again, they tried to take all kinds of different lines into the final corner. So it's Devon Munsami from Mona Idas, Zakele Zunele, then Mona Apollos, absolutely neck and neck. Kern Francis in 5th, and Zenzi Mafukwane in 6th. And this battle has been engaged again for the lead, as we saw in the first race between Devon Munsami and Mona Idas. Mona Apollos is there being pushed. Oh, and once again, trouble in the hairpin. Pick up the car number, and it is Arshad Musa. As we have a new leader, Mona Idas, and bumping and barging. We know that's not the place to do it, Mona, but both of them survive. As Zenzi Mafukwane doesn't survive a spin, and he's pulling right in front of the fielders coming, but fortunately for him, he was able to get out of their way. Now Devon Munsami, he takes the lead. Great ding-dong battle here between the two of them. All the while Zakele Zunele is there watching proceedings ahead of him. And Mona Idas wants to get to the front, and Devon Munsami says, no, you are not. Not today, not here, not ever, if I can have anything to say about it. Mona Apollos still holding on to that 4th position, and all of this is going to slow these front runners down, which will allow the likes of Mona Apollos and Kern Francis to close in on them. What a great battle we are witnessing here. A good advertisement for the driving skills developed here in the Vodacom Isondo Sports 2000 series. Not a national championship status, but they are not standing back at all in terms of quality of racing. Look at these two weaving across different lines as they try to outbreak and outfox each other further back in the field. Zenzi Mafukwane is trying to make up positions, but it's Arshad Musa who virtually outbreaks himself. And I think there was contact between the two of them, but they have escaped unscathed. Back to the action at the front. On the inside at the tabletopper, hard braking there for Mona Idas, and he does extremely well to to keep that car under control. Devon Munsami wants to fight back, but he gets the door slammed absolutely emphatically in his face. And see, there is Akela Zunele, exactly what we spoke about earlier on. They have closed up those front runners. Here is Zenzi Mafukwane closing in on Faisal Bamji. 1.5 laps to go in this race. Mona Idas has been able to open up a nice little gap over Devon Munsami, and Zakele Zunele is now the one who is exerting the pressure. I suspect that Munsami's tires are probably going. They have to use the same set of tires, of course. And maybe he just worked his tires a little bit too hard, as Munsami does indeed spin, and that allows Akele Zunele to go into second position. Nice control there as he just does the donut and keeps the car pointing in the right direction. And Devon Munsami will be very, very unpleased with himself as they get the signal that there's only one more lap to go. So it is Mona Idas from Zakele Zunele. Devon Munsami has now fallen back into the clutches of Kern Francis and the like. Mona Polis is there. Here comes Kern Francis as he goes into fourth position. And Mona Polis loses that place. Teresa Motahong is also part of that little picture. Remembering we are on the final lap, and again Mona Polis spins it around in the hairpin. And now he's going to do the donut thing, I'm sure. Let's have a look how he does it. Puts the power down. Oops! And that happens so easily. Maybe, Mona, you should go to the Devon Munsami school of donutting. Not do it twice. You get it right the first time. Here comes our race winner, though. It is Mona Idas who's going to have the satisfaction of a great victory. One of the best of the season so far. Zakele Zunele will finish in second position. And Devon Munsami comes across the line in third place as championship leader. Kern Francis gets another fourth position. Teresa Motahong in fifth. And Zenzi Mafukwane in sixth.
Monet, nice win. Bit of a runaway there.
Yeah, I didn't think I'll win by that distance in the end, because I was third on the grid, and there was a lot of knock-in in the first corner, and eventually I was third again behind Devon, I think, and then eventually I found some speed and I passed him. It was lovely.
Car's obviously performing quite nicely.
Yeah, we changed the setup between the races, because in race 1 it wasn't handling too wonderful, and the changes actually worked. You could actually see it in my pace.